I have a lot of books on this TBR, so I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can. Let's get into it. The second book that I want to read in September, and the first book that I've already read in September, is City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab. This is her first middle grade, I believe, and I got this on my birthday on August 25th. And I've already read it. I read it on September 1st, and wow, I really enjoyed it. This is about a girl named Cassidy, or Cass, and ever since she had drowned in an accident, she can see both the living and the dead. She doesn't really like ghosts. She is actually very much terrified of them, except for her best friend who is a ghost, Jacob. And so she was very ready to go on a vacation and go to a beach that there are minimal, or no ghosts, until her family gets hired to host a TV show where they explore the world's most haunted places. And a lot of adventures happen. She finds out the ghost world is in trouble, but that's what it says on the back. Once you read the book, the ghost world really isn't in trouble. I don't really know how to explain it, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good, and yeah, that's the first book that I read and wanted to read. Hi, it's Editing Emily here, and I just wanted to pop in and tell you the next clip that you're going to see. I'm going to say the third book on my TBR, and it's not that I deleted a clip where I talked about the first book. I just, in my head, I was like, oh, this is the second, this is the third. So just ignore that I say third, even though it's my second book that I talked about. I don't know if I do it later on, but... The third book that I want to read in September is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've already read this book about a year or two ago, year and a half ago, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. But the reason I'm rereading it, even though I shouldn't be, because I should be reading Daisy Jones and the Six, is because of the late night book club. This is the book that they are reading for September, and I was like, you know what? Okay, I will read it, and I will join their little live show. And I might not get to it this month. This is not high on my priority list of my TBR, but I do want to get to it for the live show. If not, I'll just watch the live show because I've already read it. But this follows a girl, of course, named Evelyn Hugo, and another main character that basically is writing her life. It shows how she rose to fame, what she did to get there, all the messed up stuff that she did. This has LGBTQ+ rep in it, and it follows, you know, her course of her life as she had 7 husbands. I don't want to say much more since it's like it's like so spoilery. There's so much stuff that happens in it. It's so freaking good. I really do like Taylor Jenkins Reid from this book that I've read, and hopefully I will read this and pick up Daisy Jones and the Six next. The next book that I want to read in September is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I've never read anything by Holly Black before, and I know that this is a really, really hyped up book in the bookish community, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm very excited about it. I don't know too much about it. I know that it's about a girl named Jude, and when she was 7, her parents were murdered, and she was taken in by some fairies. I believe she wants to be in the fairy court, but everybody there kind of despises humans, and so especially the prince, who's apparently really cruel, and so she has to defy him to save her sisters, because she also has sisters. Sorry. She has sisters. She has to save her sisters, and I believe the whole fairy land. I know that there's a lot of political stuff in here, not like American political stuff, just like their own new world political stuff, and that's what intrigues a lot of people. I don't know what I'm gonna get out of this, but I hope that I'm crying at the end and I'm very frustrated and happy, if that makes any sense. Okay, I'm gonna go on to the next book because I don't even know what I'm saying. Next book I want to read is The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. I did not expect it to be this short when I got it. Is that just how all thrillers are? I don't know. I recently read a thriller for the first time. I made a whole video on it, so please go watch it. It's one of my favorite videos. It will be down in the description below. And since then, I was like, okay, I am definitely reading more thrillers. This has been a thriller that I've seen really hyped on BookTube, and I'm really excited to get to it. It's about a girl named Rowan, and she stumbles across an ad for a babysitter, and so when she goes, she sees the kids, and they're really, really nice, and then it starts off with her in prison for murdering those children. She is writing to a lawyer and basically saying, hey, I know this seems bad, but I have done a lot of stuff wrong, but I'm definitely not a killer. The kids are not who they seem to be. The parents are not who they seem to be. They left me weeks and weeks on end, and I'm not a nanny. I'm just a babysitter. And a lot of stuff is apparently gonna unfold. Apparently the ending is a lot to take in. I hope that it doesn't really leave open-ended. I don't know what I'm gonna get with this book, but I'm hoping I get happiness and joy from the book. I hope I like it a lot. Okay, next book. Next book that I want to read is 99 Days by Katie. I cannot say her last name. I think it's Codigno, or yeah, I don't know what other way you would say it. But this is a book about love triangles, and I know a lot of people would hate that, and I know everybody here on BookTube hates love triangles, but this is a love triangle between brothers. I have really high expectations for this. This girl named Molly Barlow the year before was dating a boy and broke up with him and broke his heart for the brother Gage. Now she leaves, goes to college, I believe she goes to college, and then she comes back. The sister of the brothers basically hate on her and just eggs her house and all this bad stuff. But the brother that she left the other brother for, Gage, or Gabe, oh, it's Gabe, why did I say Gage? He was like, for what it's worth, I'm glad that you're here. And then like they're about to kiss, and then she sees the other brother come back, and she's stuck with them for 99 days, a whole summer. And love ensues. So there's second chance love, there's love triangles, and I really hope that she's friends with the sister because, well, character development, why wouldn't that happen? I have really high expectations for this. It's a New York Times bestseller, so if this does not make me the happiest and make me cry, or not even make me cry, just make me so happy, and just this does not become my favorite romance, I'm gonna be disappointed. Okay. The next book that I want to read is The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. I am so excited for this book. Everybody that's ever talked about it just speaks such great things about it, and this has such great diversity. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Diversity and representation. The main character is both Asian and has autism, and I believe the love interest is Asian as well. This follows a girl named Stella Lane, who is head of a company and comes up with algorithms to predict customer purchases. She is very rich, she's very successful, but the one thing that she cannot do is really have a relationship. She's not good with sexual experiences, or just in general socially she's not good, so she hires somebody to show her how to date somebody, and then love ensues from there. I am very excited to learn more about the autism spectrum, and also just, I don't know, just I really do want to learn more about that, and I'm so excited to see where this love goes. Okay. I hate how I'm explaining these things. Okay, next book. The next book that I want to read is Snow Like Ashes. This is a fantasy series that I know nothing about. I pulled this out of my TBR jar because this has been on my shelves for ages. I know that there's different kingdoms based off the different seasons, like winter and summer. So 16 years ago, the Kingdom of Winter has conquered, and its citizens enslaved, leaving them without magic or a monarch. And so they are trying to find the survivors and that escaped. And I don't really know. I don't know. To steal back winter's magic and rebuild the kingdom ever since. That's all I know. I'm just gonna wing it, see if I like it, going blind, and that. Next book that I want to read is Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. I did a whole reading vlog about reading The Hunger Games for the first time. Spoiler alert, I really enjoyed it. If you don't know what The Hunger Games is about, which I don't know, I thought I was the last person on earth to have ever read them. But it's about a girl named Katniss, and each year there's 12 districts. So in each year they host the Hunger Games, where a boy and a girl from each district has to go into these games that kill each other, that is controlled by the government, and there is one victor, and that victor, it basically is telling them like, oh, we still own you, basically. So it's a trilogy. As you guys know, there's movies about it. Literally everybody knows what it's about. And I'm planning on reading Catching Fire for the first time. I remember this movie being my favorite. I've legit only watched it like twice, and it was a really long time ago, so I don't remember much about it. And yeah, that is it, pretty much. Yeah. The second and last book I want to read in September is With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. I just want to go on a little rant right now. I am Puerto Rican, and I know I don't look like it. I do look a little bit white. Sorry about that. But Elizabeth Acevedo is Puerto Rican and Dominican. Most of her characters are Dominican because I believe she's more in touch with that side of her heritage. But other than that, I don't really see characters that are Hispanic, or especially main characters that are Hispanic. And if they are, they don't really delve into their childhood and how they think and how they live their life because they are Hispanic, because our culture and our traditions are completely different than white people or African American people or Asian people. It's a whole entire different culture, and I'm really proud of that, and I feel so freaking seen in her books. I've read The Poet and I've read Clap When You Land, and both of them legit made me feel so happy and proud to be Hispanic, and it was awesome. So this book follows a girl named Imoni Santiago, and she became a teen mom her freshman year of high school. As well as her taking care of her daughter, she also has to take care of her abuela, and she has very tough decisions that she has to make in her life. The one place that she feels at ease and is stress-free is in the kitchen when she's cooking her food. She's about to graduate and she's like, okay, I really know what I want to do with my life. I want to be a cook, however, that's not going to bring in the money, and everybody's telling her that she can't be a cook because she needs to take care of her child and her abuela. And so she's like, okay, I have set a goal that I will not become a cook and not work in the kitchen, but her talent and her heart is telling her to do otherwise. And I am so freaking excited. You don't understand how much food is a part of my culture. Like, I'm not kidding you. My grandmother just cooks so freaking much. I cannot tell you how much I genuinely want to be a cook and learn all of her recipes, and I'm really hoping that Hispanic recipes are in here. I don't know, but I'm really excited to get back into this. Why did I say back into this? I really want to get into it. Oh my gosh, my explanation. The last book that I want to read in September, I told you guys that I had read a thriller for the first time, and that thriller was Anonymous Girl by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. And so I went to a used bookstore and I found The Wife Between Us by the same authors. Everybody I know that have read this says that it's really, really good. And I would explain to you what this is about, but it's really, really hard to say because their synopsis is so broad. So I'm just going to read it to you. It says, when you read this book, you will make many assumptions. You will assume you are reading about a jealous ex-wife. You will assume she's obsessed with her replacement, a beautiful younger woman who's about to marry the man they both love. You will assume you know the anatomy of this tangled love triangle. Assume nothing. And that is all they give you. I don't know what's going to come out of this. I hope I love it. I hope I give it a higher rating than An Anonymous Girl. I gave An Anonymous Girl 4 out of 5 stars. Not that that is bad, but I would like to give this a 5 out of 5 stars. And yeah, so that is it for this video. These are all the books that I'm reading in September. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my TBR. Let me know what you guys will be reading as well. Please comment down below and subscribe if you want to see more of me, and do whatever you want to do. Love you guys so, so, so much, and bye.